started.
That's what I mean when I said they should. The dealership should have to give you a floor even if you're the driver. It's okay. I think even Cody would appreciate that joke.
Oh, Cody would more than anybody.
Yeah. Oh my God. Need 4 loads just to climb that fucking driveway.
Yep.
Holy crap. I'm sure it's quite an expensive purchase. Yeah, a lot of these. Oh my God. Holy shit. Those are going to be torn in stuff and shit too.
These quaint little houses, you enter on the street level and then it drops off like 50 feet by the time you get to the back door.
Literally the worst place in Laos to move apart. I'm sorry. Bath Road.
Yeah, all the little bathhouses for the hot springs. Oh, naturally, yeah, you would find that one.
Yep, we're driving up to the town. They got a gambling museum. RAV4 can move over a little bit. You don't need 3.5 feet on either side of the gas. Now I know why they have a sign, no vehicles over 30 feet. And you know your truck is like pushing What, 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, this would not be the best road to have to drive your truck up.
No, it would be a little, I mean, it would be okay, but...
Yeah, for the fucking passenger princess.
Oh, you could do it. I have confidence in you. If some putts can do it in something that's 30 feet long, you can do it in 20.
People literally drive off that.
Yeah, of course.
No, I think she's got worse knee than you do.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
This road is like banked worse than Talladega in some spots.
Okay, where the hell is that thing? I'm trying to remember what I used to find. I think it was this one. Oh, according to this, we're only at 650 feet elevation. Well, now we're at 830.
Oh yeah, I should have had my inclinometer for this.
Yeah.
But I still haven't exactly decided where I want to even stick it. That's the problem I'm having with it. Where I'm actually going to put it.
Yeah, you're kind of running out of windshield space.
Well, no, the only thing I can come up with is about like literally right here behind this.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is then when you get out of the vehicle, it moves, and so it's like you know, like.
Yeah, now we're at 860. Oh, 870. $880.
Yeah, we're climbing.
$890. Oh, now 950. It's kind of catching up. 10:10. Oh, that's pretty. Cool.
Yep, I'll check this. Yep, check this. Look at us, man. We get to cheat like a motherfucker now. Wait. Fucking trees in the way.
Oh, some fucking trees in the way of the view.
Alright, well, fuck that. Still cool little road to drive down.
It is, yeah.
And of course, I got us a window sticker.
Oh, of course. I noticed that. We each have our things that we get for souvenirs. You get window decals. Brendan gets a hoodie and I get a t-shirt.
You need a new hoodie like you need a fucking home.
Well, the other option probably would have been more rocks.
We definitely know he doesn't need more fucking rocks.
You missed that sign.
Yeah, like I'm barely ever getting out of second or third gear.
Right. You meet yourself coming and going on this road. Sure, it's ridiculous. Well, I mean, obviously there are people in the world that this is their idea of a great vacation. Finding themselves a place right in the middle of hot springs.
beef jerky outlet.
Right next to the CBD store.
Well, I mean, you know.
Well, complimentary.
Well, and
product.
across the street from the pancake shop. I mean,
Yeah.
this is like, how could we cater more to fucking stoners?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's stick ourselves next door to the beef jerky
And it's
shop,
like-
and then across the
It's
street.
kind of like going to.
Oh, look, there you go. There's
yeah,
a speed
there you
demon
go.
like you.
Yeah. It's like going to Sturgis and being surprised that there's a lot of motorcycle friendly stuff.
Well, actually, see, that's not exactly true, right? That's like one of the big problems. I was listening to a whole guy talk about it, but it's the culture of the motorcycle world is, especially when it comes to stuff like that, you know, it's like that. It's like you said, you know, they'll have like these 60, 70-year-old dudes up there rocking on stage or whatever, and it's like, how the hell are you supposed to attract a younger generation when you like,
Right.
you know, get mad at them when they're like, yo, this shit's old and fucking nobody gives a fuck, you know? Like, and it's like,
Yeah.
of course you have to think about what the next generation is going to look like, because it's not going to be a bunch of motherfuckers trying to, you know, rock out to some 70, 80-year-old dude who should have hung it up, you know, 30 fucking years ago.
Yeah, because, you know, your voice doesn't hold up.
Nothing really. Your voice doesn't hold up. You know, you can't be out there jamming and, you know, bouncing around and, you know, sounding like you've been smoking a carton of cigarettes a week for 40 years, right? Like, it's just not going to be the same. Like,
Well, somebody
and plus,
said.
I mean, you've got to do something. Like, that's the big complaint about the Harley guys and the you know, their rallies, that they keep getting smaller and smaller, and they're like, well, how are we supposed to bring in a younger generation? And it's like, all right, stop telling yourself you can do it the same way.
Yeah.
Because you have to attract them, and you have to be okay with letting their things take over. And it's probably not going to be music that you like, and it's probably not going to be bands that you want, but it is going to be what they want, and that's what's going to bring them in.
Well, it's like the other, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago they had that Billy Joel concert that they promoted the hell out of. And I listened to some of the promos for it and stuff like that. And I didn't watch it. And I love Billy Joel. But I loved him what he sounded like 40, 50 years ago. And for his age, his voice, you know, he's done a good job, but for his age.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, that nothing like that is going to attract the newer generation.
Oh no,
It's just not.
No.
If your goal,
it'll attract the generation that listen to him,
right?
and some of the people who, you know, I mean, it's like you with Phil Collins, people who got introduced either their parents or somebody else, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, there's people who are younger who like some of that old classic rock and roll, and they like the 80s music, even though were born 25 years after that. But there's not a majority of them. There's not a lot. You're not gonna.
Well, and just because they enjoy it doesn't mean they're gonna be like, hey, let's go watch.
Yeah, let's pay a bunch of money to go catch a concert. Because the thing is too that if you like their sound, you like it the way they sounded before.
Right. Exactly. And you get that. You get that from playing their CD or listening.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that going to a concert. So it's just, again, you know, there's a lot of things that are coming up like that where they're just like, oh, how are we going to preserve this? And it's like, you're not. You have to learn how to make it adjust and fit a newer generation, and the way to do that is not preservation. It's accepting that it will change.
Right. Yeah, it's
And change
progression.
ain't looking for friends, you know, like change is coming whether you like it or not.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just the way it is. And there's so many people who think that change is just like the death of something, and it's like, no, it's more of its rebirth. Like, I mean, sure, yeah, it's a death of a previous gen, but it's a rebirth in a new gen that'll carry it, and that's the way you have to approach it. Like, you just have to be okay with that.
Well, there are people that, I mean, I know I'm friends with them on Facebook. But they'll put pictures up of, their mother or their dad and, happy heavenly birthday. Well, they've been dead for 20 years. And I mean, it's good to remember them, but I just kind of feel like, I don't know. It just kind of makes me roll my eyes, I guess. You got a live family. Deal with them. Deal with the people that you've got. It's kind of weird because Denise that you ran into up at T. LeBlanc's, my exuberant friend. Well, her mother died last Monday. And her mother is, well, either my age or a couple years younger. And I don't know what she had. There was, but Denise puts all this stuff on there all the time about it's just strictly Catholic stuff, and she's posting all the Holy Mother pictures and all the, just every day she puts about 4 things on there that are purely Catholic, and I've gotten to the point where I don't like it, it's just, what's the point? So I kind of just don't follow her so she doesn't automatically pop up on my Facebook feed. So I didn't realize her mother was even sick until she had died. I kind of feel guilty, but at the same time, damn, I should not have to wait through 10 years of Catholic indoctrination just to try to keep up on the news.
7, Brendan.